Minutes of Torah this year is entitled Parsha Tazria, Understanding Divine Punishment and Understanding Self-Inflicted Punishment. The Pasuk writes in Tazria that it's an Isser, it's one of the 613 mitzvot actually, according to the Sefer Chinuch and the Rambam, to go ahead and remove the signs of leprosy that one has on his body. One may say it's a practical halacha. He has the sign of leprosy and he removes it. The Kohen cannot know whether he is truly a mitzorah or not. Chinuch goes a step further. He says that it's more than that. A person has to understand, if God is going ahead and inflicting him with tzarat, and he's going to have to go ahead and be called tamei, and then he'll have to leave the community and have to go through the whole process of a mitzorah, which is painful, which is humiliating, which is isolating, well, that is God's decree for him. And he should not go ahead and run away from God's decree. He has to go ahead and accept it and go through the pain. And know that through this pain, he's going to grow. Allah is going to walk him through the process. When he is tamei, what the halachot are of tumah, how he's to declare himself tamei to others, that he's not allowed to talk to anyone, and this social isolation is for his own good. And therefore the Sefer Chinuch says that is why there's an Isser to remove the signs of tzarat. Not just so practically the Kohen can know whether he has tzarat or not, but that he should go ahead and go through the process, accept God's decree. Accept it and grow from it. And any time we go through a difficult time, a challenging time, that's how we grow. But I'd like to add another point here. What about if it's not God's decree? What if it's our own decree that we've inflicted upon ourselves? A person goes ahead and has no control over his health whatsoever. He's a chain smoker. And now he's not well. He's coughing all the time. Chas v'shalom may even have cancer. So it's very quick to go ahead, hey God, I accept this decree, but why'd you do it to me? I want to understand what's going on. Wait a second. The Rishonim, medieval philosophers, including Rambam, Sadikon, Kuzari, Matsuda, David, and even Tosfot as well, make it very clear you can inflict a punishment upon yourself that wasn't from God. A person goes ahead and acts irresponsibly at work, ignores his boss, doesn't do his work, doesn't come on time, he loses his job. That's his negligence. So you could go ahead and say, wow, I'm poor, I have no money, I have no job. God, why are you doing this to me? Why is God doing this? You're doing this to yourself. So there's a category which is clearly in punishment from God. And then there's a category which is clearly something that one inflicted upon himself. And then, of course, we have everything in the middle, and it's not always so clear. A person can make all the right effort, do everything he's supposed to do regarding his health, regarding his finances, regarding the stability of the community he lives on, and all that. And ultimately, without God's blessing, it may not work out. But there's certain cases of gross negligence where he inflicted a punishment on himself. And there's other cases where a person did everything right, and God punished him. And he needs to go ahead and somehow accept it and grow from it. In conclusion, I'd like to quote from Bill, the founder of Alcoholics Anonymous, who was one of the great writers of the 20th century, in my opinion. And he writes, this is a prayer, a serenity prayer, which is not his own, but he quotes it all the time. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change. And applying it to what we just said now. God, please give me the ability to accept God's decrees that I have. If I have to go through this punishment, I need to go through tzarat. I need to go through this crisis. I need to go through this health issue. Let me accept it and grow from it and learn from it. Let me have the courage to change the things we can. Things aren't going well in my parnasa, not going well in my health. Well, let's see, maybe it's self-inflicted. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not training myself hard enough. I'm not eating well, not exercising, and maybe that's why. Let me do that make the changes in the areas that I can make changes, and finally, and the wisdom to know the difference. Please, God, let me have the ability to see when this is a decree from you which I cannot change. I have to just learn and grow from it. And know this is an area which is in my control to a degree, and I must work on changing and growing in that way. And let me have the wisdom to see each category clearly. May we all be blessed with that wisdom to have that clarity of having everything clearly organized and categorized. Shalom.